Hey everybody, welcome to the fourth episode of the Solstice campaign here on the With Disadvantage podcast. I'm your host and DM, Chev, and with me today we have five of us. Yeah, five players, not counting me. And let's go ahead and we'll just start. We'll go in the order in Fantasy Grounds. I'll say you guys' name and you just say one word or something, and then we'll go on to the next. So with us today we have Violet, played by Bryn.
Hi.
And Sakare, played by Boris.
Tonight is brought to you by Fireball.
And Audubon, by PJ. Lee Peach, whatever.
Also sponsoring our game this evening is the Oscar Blues Brewery. Fine purveyors of beers such as Can of Bliss IPA.
Boy, I wish we were getting paid for these. And Marina, played by Bunsen. Bunsen? Are you there? Oh, he's getting water, that's right. And Elora,
You see,
played by Mirma.
But Bunsen actually does everything through sign language. Makes this whole streaming thing really awkward sometimes. Trust me, you think it's weird for you at home? Believe me, we still haven't figured shit out.
What I don't understand is why he needed to go get water. He can just create water.
I heard that.
Okay, so we have Bunsen now.
And then we have Elora, played by Mirma.
Hello. I have a quick question. Am I supposed to be seeing the other players like with the old one?
Yeah, it's got a bug where if you join after, you don't see the other players. Or actually, maybe
Okay.
That explains what was going on with me.
Wait, does anybody see any other players at all?
Nope.
Okay, maybe that's just the way it works now. Maybe you just see yourself. I don't know. I see them
That
all
doesn't
on the
make
DM
sense, though.
screen. What I thought was happening is, like, if you join after someone, you don't see that person, but you see all who join after you. But that's
are we using
clearly
the
not
old
the
one?
case. No.
we're using the new one.
I'm in the new one. Yeah, I don't see
Yeah.
anyone else or anything.
Yeah.
I was worried there for a second, but I think we're good.
Okay. Let's go
No
ahead and
idea.
load up the map here. Audubon, you want to give us your recap?
Yeah, so last I remember, where we left off with this game is that Audubon and all of the other characters that survived the flooding of the tunnels made it out into, I believe, what was another tunnel in the mine, but this one wasn't underwater. At this point, they started looking at their trinkets that they'd recovered in a treasure chest, and Dragthar, noble leader of the Black Mark Resistance, took Audubon's harp right out of his hand. He cast Words of Terror, or at least attempted to cast Words of Terror on Dragthar. No saving rolls have been made yet, and he is, of course, trying to influence Dragthar to give him his harp back. Meanwhile, a good distance away, Marina has finished her swim of the flooded area, has come out close to the Dominion, close to Dominion territory, and is contemplating her next move.
No, I came back already.
Oh. Oops. What was that ding? My time was up?
You guys can still hear the ding, damn it.
Yes, I love it.
I can't figure out how to mute the sounds here. Sorry.
Also, your screen share for me from ChevBot is very blurry. I can't see any text.
Oh, really? I
Oh
don't know
my
how to fix
God.
that.
You twist his arm to make him share his screen, and now you're complaining that it's blurry? Dude.
I actually can't. Oh, yeah, you're right. It is blurry.
Everything's so blurry.
I can try to restart it, I guess. But I don't know what else to do.
Any other resolution options?
No, unfortunately.
Oh.
I mean, the blur is something was wrong because it doesn't look that bad when I first started it.
Yeah, I can see now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. All right, are you able to see? Oh wait, I have to pop this up. That's right. Hold on. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick up with where Marina was left off. And I'm going to share this sheet to you guys. I should have forced it open. It's not opening up on the ChevBot. There it goes. Okay, can you see that, Bunsen?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's too far. Okay. So Marina, you just found a bag of holding, and you're still swimming through the base here, and you were not able to make it back through the portal. So you are now free to float about this black mark hideout and explore, or find your way out, or what would you like to do?
I guess I'm gonna go in the other direction that I hadn't gone before. North.
Okay.
Northeast.
This way?
What? Oh, yes.
Can you see that? Okay. All right. So you head.
Damn it! It got blurry again.
Sorry, man.
Stupid.
Can you at least tell where? See the basic of this area that you're in now?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. So you walk around the corner and you see there's a lot of chairs and swim around the corner. You see a lot of chairs and mugs and plates and some random crates and splinters of wood and stuff just kind of floating around in this area. But this looks like what used to be a fighting pit or something, some sort of entertainment area, because they're clearly there's a little deck where everything is all set up, tables and stuff are set up to watch what happens out in the area there. And you can also see across the way that there are cages, what's it called? The portcullis, the doors with the iron bars. They're blocking these like little areas where maybe they store some beast or something like that to come out and fight, or send captives out to fight.
Is there anything in there?
Like I said, there's lots of floating debris. You can see some of the tables are nailed to the floor, so they're still in place. There are also across the way like some.
I meant within the cages.
Oh, you can't tell what's in the cages if there's anything in there. You're too far away. Do you want to get closer to them?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, you swim across the way to see the cages. And you see both the cages have little bonfire things just outside them, and they're clearly not lit. The map shows them lit, but we're flooded here, so they're not lit anymore. You see the portcullis on this one down here, and as you approach, you look inside, and it appears to be empty.
Can I look at the other one?
Sure. Yep. You swim up to the top. You peer inside. That one also appears to be empty.
Gotcha. Are there any other doorways around here?
In this room, it doesn't appear to be that are obvious. If you want to spend some time like swimming around the perimeter or something and investigate, you certainly can.
I would like to do that.
Okay. All right. So it's probably to search everything thoroughly. It's going to take about 20 minutes. So you spend the time. You swim around and you can breathe. So no rush for you. And you don't find anything of note. I'm not going to have you roll because there's nothing.
Yeah. I guess I'll go back the other way over to the west.
Okay. All right. So you head out back where you came from. Oh my gosh, come on. There we go. I don't know why my fantasy console's freezing for a sec. There we go. Okay, and you can go back through the way that you went the first time when you were trying to discover what was causing the flood or where the water was coming from. You can go check on the portal again to see if anything's there. It's up to you. Where would you like to go from here?
I'll check the portal area again, partly to get that part back up in the map.
Okay. Roll me a perception check, please.
Like with my physical dice, or?
Oh, yeah. I guess I can roll it for you.
Do you want me to get my physical dice?
If you want to, you can, but I can roll it for you.
Because, I mean, I got no better excuse than now. Can't run the program. Should I roll blue or purple?
You decide.
Roll purple. That's a 16.
And that's a +1 for perception, so 17. Okay. So as you swim through the doorway here and you swim back into this room, there's much more debris floating around. Very dark since there's no light sources anymore. There's a little bit of light that's kind of reflecting around the corridors from you don't know where, but there's no torches or anything that are lit. But you catch a glint of something kind of pink, purple, like a little spark where the portal was.
Okay, take a closer look.
Sure. You walk up to the spark. Are you gonna walk like into where the spark is happening?
No, because walking would be weird underwater.
Oh my gosh! Are you gonna swim up to where the weird spark is happening?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay. As you do, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh. So that's gonna be +5, actually.
Nice.
That'll be a 7 +5, so...
A what? You cut out for part of that number.
The full number is 12.
Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah, that saves. So you step into the spark and you kind of feel this like heat, almost like static electricity, just kind of like shoot around you. Your hair kind of stands up on its ends a little bit, and the water around you tingles as this like electric shock kind of surrounds you. But then you feel yourself and a pocket of water envelop, and you appear on the other side of the portal and fall out of it onto your side since you're swimming, and you hit the ground soaking wet.
Okay. Back with the skull area.
Yes, in the Snake Den passage, it's taken its time to load up on the MacBook, but you see Violet sitting right in front of you, kind of wondering what's happening to you on the other side.
All right. So I flop down. I just kind of lay there for a bit, surprised what happened, and then I hold up the bag of holding, saying, "I found this."
That's not the important part. Are you okay? She just runs up to you and checks on you.
Yeah, I'm just still laying on the ground, just holding this bag of holding. But yes, I am okay. Thank you.
Good. That's the important part. I'm gonna help you up and everything, and just go. It sounds like they might have actually like gotten through the cave, so we might want to make our way out there.
Okay. Hey, check this out. I take the bag of holding. I put it.
You put what in it? You're
put what
cutting
in it?
out.
I put my whole. What? Why am I cutting out?
I don't know. You dropped a couple words.
For once, I'm glad this isn't just my problem.
I take out the bag of holding and put my whole arm in it. Like, hey, check this out.
Whoa.
So your arm goes through and takes in way more arm than the bag could possibly hold.
Yes. And then I take my arm out and I hand it to Violet.
The arm or the bag?
Look, I got you an arm.
Alright, I'll carry it all the way to the entrance. I don't see a reason to hide something like this. I'm just sort of like, huh.
Alright.
So are you giving it to her?
No, I was just like, hey, check it out.
Yeah. She'd probably just be
hold on
like examining it and kind of looking over it and its dimensions and everything, like, huh.
Gotcha. Do you give it back or do you hold on to it?
I'll hand it back.
Alright.
We should just head on out, though. Yeah.
Okay, so are you guys just leaving the passage to go join the others?
Yep, where the fight's about to start.
Okay, let's put Marina out here and Violet out here. And then I'll share the sheet to you guys.
Yeah, I can't see.
I know, for some reason nothing's loading on that Fantasy Grounds now. I'm going to kill it and see if I can get it working.
I can see clearly now. The map is here.
Okay, so Marina and Violet, as you guys approach in the Solar Mines cavern now, you step over a bunch of rubble from them destroying the wall before to get through it, because for some reason they can't just step through it anymore after the incident in the hideout. And so it was solid rock. You guys around the corner, you see Kelgion. He's just kind of leaning up against the wall. They're kind of getting impatient as everyone is over there fighting over loot. Sakara is just sitting on the center of the minecart turnstile, also kind of just arms folded, stoic, standing there. And by the way, I've been describing you as tall, but I noticed that your height actually wasn't very tall when I looked at your sheet. I just immediately assumed you were tall, I guess, because you're a big bird dude.
No.
Fair enough.
So he's shorter than you guys were picturing him before. I think.
5 foot is actually tall for an Aarakocra.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So he's shorter than I was describing him before. So apologies for that. You guys also see. Oh,
he just looks bigger because he fluffs up his plumage.
That's right.
He's
yeah.
a fluffy boy.
He walks with confidence. Fluffy boy. Okay, and Alora and Sam and Audavon and Dragthar are all over here at the crates. Just pulled out a bunch of loot. I forget exactly what everyone got. I know, Alora, you got a ring of shooting stars. I added it to your sheet for you.
Am I supposed to see a map right now?
You are. You not seeing it?
Okay, I do not see a map. No.
I reshared it.
It takes a bit to load up on that laptop.
It stopped loading on my MacBook too. Well, shoot. So far, I only see Sakara's portrait at the bottom. Is anyone else having trouble seeing the map? Oh, we lost Bryn.
How did we
I
lose
see
you?
no
You're
map.
right here. Yeah, I don't see a map either.
Are you still in the? Do you still see the game, Bryn? Because it says you disconnected on
Yeah.
my end.
Weird.
Does it
I
show
don't
me
know
as
why.
disconnected as well?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
I guess I'll rejoin it.
Yeah, try to rejoin. I may have to restart this server if it's not. And Alora, you still don't see the map?
To pull up the
Yeah, I don't
map,
see anything.
say map!
Map.
All right,
Map!
I'm gonna restart the server. Sorry, guys. I thought this would go smoother than it is.
Well, it's stuff that's in testing. This is kind of comes with the
Yeah.
territory.
Hopefully, I'll be able to log some bugs with them after we figure out.
Yeah. You bet. Hopefully, you'll get paid for it with all this trouble. Which, by the way, at this point, I've just brought up Mixer to watch from your computer.
Yo, I'm not seeing your game as an option.
It's not. I restarted my game. It's taking a minute.
Oh.
It takes me just as long to start up as it does to you.
Okay. Well, is the map relevant at this point, or can we do Theater of the Mind until the map's pulled up?
We could probably do Theater of the Mind. So, Audavon, you're standing next to Naya and Dragthar, and then Sam and Alora are just behind you, and then Sakara is standing out in that turnstile. I think you were and Dragthar had an ongoing conversation, right?
We did. So I was talking to Dragthar, who pulled the harp right at the harp that I found, the harp of something or other, right from my hands. And I started talking to him about it, and I tried to cast words of terror on him, and he needs to make a saving throw to not be frightened of me.
Okay, Dragthar needs to make a saving throw. Which saving throw?
Wisdom of DC 13.
Wisdom. Okay, he saves.
All right. So then I'm going to talk to him nonetheless, and say, what's the big idea taking stealing from somebody who's agreed to help you?
The game is up, you guys, by the way. And Dragthar responds, and he just says, "What makes you think you could take all the loot just because you were there first?"
Hey, I was there as it was being distributed. I requested the harp. It was given to me. That was the deal. Now, you are let's think about your position and the fucking world of hurt you're going to be in if you keep this up. Mr. I'm a noble leader of a terrorist organization that's changed. Hey, Lion Boy, look, Mr. Noble Leader here just stole something.
And Dragthar immediately... Well, first roll an intimidation check for me, actually.
All right. It's going to roll for me. I'm still trying to connect to the server.
Okay.
I can roll.
Yeah, I'm having trouble with it too.
If it's all the same, I'd rather it be a digital roll so it's on the record.
I think
Okay.
my game is having a bunch of errors in the console now, so I'm restarting it again. So don't try to join for a second.
Are we going to go back to standard Fantasy Grounds next session?
Tell us when to
Yeah,
start.
we're going to have to.
Intimidation, I've got +4.
Okay, it's starting the host now, so give it a minute, and I'll tell you when it's ready to join.
All right.
Want me
Okay,
to roll
so,
for you?
sorry, PJ. What do you need to roll?
You just told me to roll intimidation. I was letting you know I have a +4 modifier for that.
Oh, +1. Okay, I'm getting out
Oh,
my dice too.
+4.
Oh, okay, +4. All right, there we go. There's a d20. 15 + 4, 19. Okay, so yeah, so you're pretty scary, especially because Dragthar, even though he looks scary, seems to be a more docile fellow. And he's like, whoa, Audubon, I don't need this harp. You can have it. It's not that big of a deal.
Now, I want you to contemplate your appearance in actions like this going forward. You cannot afford to be perceived as anything less than divinely motivated.
Audubon, give me a break. I just lost 90% of my people. I'm out. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know where I'm gonna go going forward. Everything we discussed before is moot now. I don't know why you have to be so hostile over a harp.
I
It's
don't understand
small
why you had to
in the
tear
matter
something
of
right out of my hands.
in the matter of greater things. It is small. You can have the harp. You can have everything. And he stomps out of the cave. He just leaves the group. The game is up. Try to connect again. See if you can.
I'm gonna turn to Naya and say, for the record, this was more about his loss of integrity than it was about a harp.
And Naya just kind of shrugs. She just has a frown on her face.
And so, Naya, I don't believe the plan has changed. Whether he is rebuilding or not, we still have to go to Wilhelm, and I still have to maintain my image as a Dominion diplomat. And at this point, it might be short term, it might be long term. It's hard to say. I mean, with the Black Mark having been wiped out in a single attack, I don't know that there's really any organization there to fight for.
I agree, Audubon. Something has to be done. Dragthar is gonna mourn for who knows how long, but if what he says is true about the Dominion, we have to act quickly.
If what he says is true about the Dominion, when the chips fall, where do you want to be?
What do you mean, Audubon?
Well, I mean, you and I, how many people are we? We're two.
Right?
Are you wanting to be a martyr or not?
A martyr?
Yeah, a martyr. Because that's exactly what you're going to be if you continue to oppose the Dominion, at least at this moment.
Oh, Audubon,
is strong.
we've always been outnumbered. It's never stopped us before. We've accomplished great things. We've already stopped the Dominion from moving forward in their tunnels in the direction of the Wilhelmian territory.
Yeah, I think right now our best bet is just to try to postpone any sort of hostilities and see if we can.
Audubon, you do what you have to do. I will do what I have to do. I've been taking care of myself for a long time now. I don't need you to take care of me anymore.
Fair enough. Are you going to accompany me to Wilhelm?
I suppose that's the most logical next step. I will accompany you.
All right. Well, let's set out then.
Okay, and so Naya just follows you. Are you headed out of the cave then with your harp?
Yeah, I think so. I'm kind of curious about what everybody else is going to do, but I don't have any really strong bonds to Lion Boy or Birdman or anybody else.
Okay. All right,
so at a party to marry me to him.
So Dragthar heads out of the cave. You guys don't really know where he heads off to. You and Naya head out of the Solar Mines entrance. It's freezing again. Dang it! This sucks. Okay, there we go. All right, Alora and Sam, you guys are both still by the treasure. I think you guys got your treasure sorted out. He gave you a ring of shooting stars, and so you have that now. What are you? Are you gonna head out of the cave as well, Alora? Irma?
Sorry, I had to go grab tissues.
That's okay.
I'm sorry, but I don't have a good sense for where we are and stuff like that.
So you're in the solar mines where you were when you saw the shiny. Do you remember where you were as they were coming around that corner? You were by a bunch of crates and stuff, and you saw the glint of a shiny thing behind you. But then you and Marina headed into the Snake Den passage.
Okay.
Hey,
Heading out.
Okay. And are you headed to Withelm? Hello?
I guess. I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello. Okay. I am going to stay with Violet, I think.
Okay, you stay inside with Violet. Okay, Sam immediately heads out because he's always following Audubon, so he kind of realizes that they're leaving together and didn't say anything to him, so he goes running after them. And Laura, you're over here with Violet and Marina now, and Kelgion and Sakare.
We honestly should head back to Withelm and try to communicate what happened here. The fact that this group isn't bad anymore, the fact that, like, everything that just happened and the possibility that someone is abusing their access to water as well.
Could convince the king, at least with my grandfather's help, to get past his paranoia and listen to reason.
Perhaps.
Kelgion leans forward off the wall and he just says, "I agree. We've got to do something. We got to talk to the king and see what the king says. I want to find out who killed my son. If it's not Dragthar and Blackmark, I've got to find him."
Fair enough.
The affairs of this plane are still so strange to me, even though I've spent most of my life here.
I whip my head around to stare at Mr. Birdman and just give him the squint eyes.
Okay. Oops. Let's see. Move all you guys. Are you guys all heading out of the cave then to go talk to the king?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you guys all head outside as usual. It's a bright sky. The sun's up, like it always is, and but it is pretty early in the morning now. You guys have been down there throughout the whole night, and so it's probably about 8 a.m. now, given how long you were down there.
Feels good to be out in the open air again.
And take off flying.
Sakare's cat stretches out his wings and just kind of starts hovering airborne about 5-10 feet up. Just starts taking a good look around.
Okay. Yeah, as you look around, everything looks pretty normal. The area of the solar plains that you're in is kind of dry. There's not a lot of farming going on. It's just a lot of weeds, a lot of big fields of like yellow, dry, dead weeds everywhere.
It's dry even though this is where the water is from?
No, you're at the solar mines. The water is up a little north, but this bottom part...
Yeah.
What?
Well, I mean, like, it's closest to Wilhelm of the...
Yeah, so what I was saying now is the southern area. If you're looking at the map, if you can see the stream, I'm pointing down to this area of the map. There's a giant tree that's out in the middle of this field, and it's kind of got yellow leaves. It's kind of always looking a little sad. And then just around that is just a lot of like tall grass and stuff, just weeds and tall grass. And so it's just because nobody lives out there, nobody keeps the land.
Oh, okay.
So, the Trelesta, they take advantage of all their land. There's tons of farmland all throughout Trelesta, but Withelm doesn't do a lot of farming, and so any land that's unused is just kind of wild.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Does Audubon notice everybody filing out after him?
Yeah. As soon as you guys head out, everyone else follows out behind you. Kind of your eyes all have to adjust to the light again. You're not used to being in the dark so much.
Well, on that note, are we tired or anything? Or...
Yeah, so you guys have been up for quite a while. You stayed up all night,
Yeah.
So it'd probably be getting close to a long rest. It's it's probably about an hour from the solar mines back to the Witham Castle. And Autovan, where are you headed with Naya and Sam?
So
Are you going to the castle too?
yeah, well, I'm gonna head to the castle. I need to rendezvous with the king, or at least one of the king's attendants, to let him know that a diplomat from the Dominion has arrived and seeks an audience.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, given everything that happens, I could see you guys maybe pushing it to try to get there first. But if you think you're that tired, you could stop and have a long like a rest before you go. It's probably about an hour from here to the castle, so it's up to you guys.
Could we all
Honestly.
make a kind of roll to see how tired we all are?
Hmm.
I suppose, but I mean,
How tired?
you got a regular night's sleep the night before, as you usually do, and then you've been up all night, and it's morning of the next day now, so
Well,
you're definitely
thanks to
tired,
Autobahn.
but whether you're exhausted or not, that's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna suggest to the others that maybe we should actually we should sleep for a while in the cave before going out to the bright day.
That actually might be a good idea, especially considering some people, probably need to, regain
Okay.
spell slots.
So you guys go back to the cave.
Yeah. You know what? I want to see if I can find anything that looks like a remotely comfortable place to sleep in here. I want to do a little exploring, but just for I don't expect to find a bed here. But maybe some fabric that we could use.
Okay, roll a investigation check.
All right. Without the additive thing, that's a 15. Let me check my addition.
Okay.
That is a 14.
-1. Okay. All right. So you go searching around. Can you tell me everywhere you search? Can you see the screen that I have up?
Yeah, I'm watching the stream at this point.
Okay. Do you search over these rooms over here and over here?
I think I'm gonna search up, kind of like stick to the left wall.
So over here?
No, like north directly.
Oh, go straight up. Okay. Okay. You search around through this room. You see a lot of footprints, a lot of kicked up dirt and stuff from the crowd of people that moved through this area. Some stalagmites and stalactites in this cave, but other than that, it's just cold, dark, and damp. There's not much else in here. Do you want to go further north?
Yeah, I mean, my impression is that we've basically cleared out any threats that would be around here by this point, right?
Well, you've only been in this room here. You haven't gone up this far yet before at all.
Oh, in that case, yeah, I don't suppose anyone's followed me, right?
Is
No,
anyone following her?
No, I did want to actively look into I'd have to move over there probably. I wanted to look into this area because there's storage stuff here.
So that's the area where they were all looting, and they found that shiny box that had all the stuff in it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they found the fabric and everything.
Yeah, if you're looking for something specific like that, you can certainly search again.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
I figure I might as well help a little bit. Hang on. Ooh.
Allura, I see your token on the map this time. Did it pop up for you, Mirma?
Yes, I have the map.
Oh, good. Okay. It worked that time. I actually think there might have been some network issue because I had a weird time when I restarted it. So maybe it's fixed now. Okay. Oh, nice. A 20. Okay. You search there. You definitely find some fabric and stuff that can be used.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you searching for anything else?
It occurs to me.
It was just more over stuff so we can relax and be comfortable for a night.
Okay, yeah. So you find some fabric. There is a lot of little canvas sacks that kind of you can turn into maybe pillows and stuff like that. Wrap the fabric around it, make it a little softer. There's several things in there that are fairly soft that you guys can use. Sure. And what did you say, Bunsen?
It occurs to me. I think we started with bedrolls. Although maybe that alone wouldn't be enough on the cave flooring.
Oh, that's true. You do have bedrolls. I mean, it'd be better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm gonna still be investigating since I'm already out here. But I'm gonna try to at least keep a low profile because I don't know.
Okay, are you trying to be stealthy then?
Yes.
Okay, roll a stealth check for me. Or I guess I'll roll it for you. Let's see.
No, I can roll. I have the dice in my hand.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
I've been doing that this whole time.
Okay. I just forgot.
So that's a 9. That's my modifier. Stealth. So that's a 10.
10? Okay. Alright, so yeah, you're able to go. You step and you accidentally kick a tiny little pebble and it goes but no, it's not very loud. As you step down these steps over here, and it opens up into another cavernous area, like larger area that just has these big stalagmites that go all the way to the ceiling.
This doesn't look like a very comfortable place to sleep.
Are you gonna keep searching up?
Yeah, I'm kind of gonna follow along this path.
Okay, and you're just looking for something to sleep. Okay, you get up here and you get to a door, and the door is locked.
Oh. Can I mess with the door? I test the? I assume I test the knob.
Yeah, that's how you know it's locked. You twist it, it won't open. The knob won't twist at all.
I don't suppose I have a lockpick, do I? I don't think I do. Can I try to get creative? Do you think my bolts are thin enough to try to use it as a lockpick?
I doubt that.
Yeah, probably not. How can I like push on the door a bit? Can I get a feeling for how sturdy it is?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a athletics check.
All right. I'm not trying to break it down yet. Just kind of feel its weight.
That's fine. I'll keep you roll within the context of that.
Natural 20.
Nice. Okay, so you push on it. It's pretty sturdy, but you feel like if you got help, you could probably bust it open.
All right. And you know what? I forgot to do a common courtesy. I'm gonna knock.
Okay. You knock and you wait a little bit and nothing happens.
All right. This is interesting. I'm gonna go back and bring some company with me.
Okay. All right. So you head back the way you came.
Yes.
Okay. You end up back with the group. Violet and Alora and Sakare. You guys are all out here in the turnstile. Are any of you guys doing anything else while Marina's been searching around?
I have been waiting.
Okay.
I brought back everything. I've just kind of been making like makeshift pillows and bedding and extra stuff, so it's at least more comfy.
Okay. Has anyone searched anywhere other than over here?
Going to go ahead and search over this area.
Okay. Where's my pins? Oh no, my pins are gone.
My pins.
Okay, hold on. I gotta manually
That
build.
pin is missing.
1 second here. Open up the combat tracker. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay, so as you walk in there, you see chests similar to the other side, but then suddenly two of these chests, the lids fly open. And then as they fly open, you see these jagged metal teeth on the sides and this big purple tongue inside. And it's like, as these two mimics appear, these two chests come to life. Let's see, go ahead and roll a initiative, Sakare.
Oh, you found the only the only mimics.
You know,
really vaguely hear that?
What'd you say, Violet?
Nope.
Do we at least vaguely hear that?
Yeah, so you guys definitely hear. It's very quiet in the cave right now, especially because it's early morning, and you definitely hear as these lids fly open, and they're like, you hear weird sounds coming out of there. Are you guys gonna respond to the sounds then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got back around this time, and I was like, "Hey, does anyone know how to pick a lock, or what is happening?"
Yes, you guys all walk in. You see these two chests come to life and jump out. They jump around Sakir. All of you roll initiative. If you open your sheets, if you double-click your character sheets and roll on the initiative field, it will fill in your initiative in the tracker.
I can't see my character to click the character sheet.
That's okay. I can
That's
roll
so
it for
lucky.
you.
All
I
right.
rolled it for you.
Thanks.
All right.
Okay, and
Do you want to roll for me too, or should I roll manually?
you can roll manually. I can fill it in.
All right.
You seem like you're having fun with that.
Are you hearing it over?
I hopefully got all my shitty dice luck out on that roll.
What was yours? Let's see, Sakara. Oh yeah, you rolled a 1.
Which still is a 5.
Marina,
I got an initiative of 16.
16. Okay. That puts you right after Alora. Okay, and then Kelgion headed out of the cave with to move on before any of this ruckus happened. So I'm moving him from the combat tracker. And then Ottovon and Naya and Sam, you guys are all out of the cave, and I think you had just headed straight to the castle, right? Or did you come back in with them?
No, we had a schedule to keep, so we left.
Okay, you guys left. We'll get to you in a second then. All right, I think that's everyone. Dragthar's out of there too. Let me get him out of there.
Hey, Chev.
Yeah?
When Sakir went into there, and I saw you bring up the window, you typed Mimic, I was like...
Yeah, I had an encounter pin in there, but I realized I didn't port it from FGC, so... anyway. Yeah, so let's go ahead and start this up. Violet, you are first.
The first thing I'm going to say is, you want to get out of this area in a moment. Just like to Sakara, it's just sort of like, you need to get out of this area. You need to like get out of that, disengage, and get out of here, because I'm going to blow out this little cave area. Second.
Not my first dungeon rodeo, lady.
Trying to
About
make
the
sure
cave.
I'm trying to make sure I have my targeting correct, but I don't know if I have it targeted or not.
So if you select your token, it'll have a little gray border, and then control-click your target, and you'll see an arrow drop from your token to the target. You have to select your token to see the arrow.
Huh. Weird.
You're showing in the combat trackers targeting the one.
I'm seeing it on my end. Are you not seeing it?
Yeah, it requires me to have to like look over it. So I'm just gonna cast Firebolt initially.
I think it's because you only have your line of sight on one.
Yeah. You can only see one of them because of line of sight, so you'd have to move in further. But you untargeted before you rolled, so I need to apply that manually. That's an attack roll, right? So yeah, that hits.
The targeting is acting weird. Now it's showing it properly. What the?
Okay, I retargeted it for you.
Fidget.
Yeah, it might just be network issues. I don't know.
But that should hit?
Yeah, that definitely hits. Okay, alright, you do 8 damage to him, so you want to describe how the fireball hits him?
I basically just wing it over Sakare. I'd like to believe it's sort of one of those occasions where you, instead of it being a straight line, it's like yeet, it just goes up over hits.
Okay, yeah, so this little bolt of fire it goes up over his head and then right into the mouth of this mimic, right? And the mimic kind of yelps, just it sticks out his tongue, and a little curl of smoke comes out from the fire.
Alright. So my turn should be up at that point.
Okay, Laura, you're up next.
I still can't see my character sheet.
Just tell me what you would like to do, and I'll do it for you.
Do acid splash. First, I scream a little bit because I got spooked. Ah!
That reminds me. Can you guys hear that?
No, it's not.
There we go. I clipped that out.
That's a good one. And then I cast Acid Splash on the one I can see.
Okay, let me target him and attack roll. Okay, so that definitely misses. So the acid, the acid goes flying over, and you kind of misjudge the distance, and it singes Saker's wing.
Nice aim.
Yeah, and that's all I do. Oh, he's really like
That's your whole turn? Okay. Marina, you're next.
All right. So basically, do I want to go in there myself or not? Is my question on my mind right now. Because I could use the Scalding Deluge, but to be able to get both of them, I'm gonna have to enter the room.
Yeah.
You know what?
Wait, hold on a second. It said his save was a failure because I don't roll anything for my spell.
Oh, you're so right. I thought that was an attack roll. That's my bad. Apologies.
I was like, wait a second.
Let me get you set up. Okay, and let me roll the damage then. Well, that's lovely. You did 1 damage.
It says because he resisted it, though, it's 0 damage.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He does have resistance. Oh, sorry.
Mimics be like, nah.
All right, Sakara, rewind. Your wing's fine.
Say, oh, looks like my acid did hardly any damage to him. I say that out loud.
Okay, Marina, you're up.
All right. So, because Violet said to evacuate the room for the Sakara, I'm not gonna enter because she just told someone to leave.
Okay.
I have a plan. Don't worry.
All right. And you know what? I think I have a guess what your plan might be. So in the meantime, I'm going to stay put where I am, and I'm going to cast Scald Shot at the mimic I can see, which is basically just rebranded Firebolt.
Okay. And what's cool though is it's actually called Scald Shot on your sheet here.
Yeah.
So, all right, and that is an attack roll this time.
It is.
Yes. Okay, that's a hit. All right, let's do the damage. Jeez, a 1.
What is happening?
This stupid mimic, it just laughs as you guys try to damage it. It's
1 damage. Ha! I laugh at you all. 1 damage.
It's like I didn't get the water very hot or something.
Yeah, and when Alora shot the firebolt at it, just like swallowed it, like licked its lips. Or the acid, I mean.
Scald shot? More like Tebet shot.
Is that your whole turn, Marina?
I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Okay.
Is there?
Secure, that's... well, like you can move or something. Or if you have a bonus action.
Yeah. I also have sorcery points.
Okay, is it still your turn then?
Shit. I gotta bring this up. I don't quite remember the ways I can spend this. And meta magic, here it is. So I can do distant spell and quicken spell. I can spend 2 sorcery points. Yeah, nah, I'm good.
Okay. Alright, so Carrie, you're up.
Sorcery.
Alright, so upon seeing these 2 mimics pop up, Sakare, in one fell swoop, goes about as airborne as he can in this cave and glides himself back. But while he's gliding himself back, he pulls out his longbow and fires off a shot at Mimic 1.
Okay. So this room is only about like 9 feet tall. So you'll
basically like flying just over the heads of.
I was just gonna say you're just gonna run into Alora's hair. And maybe Violet's hat.
The hat is for fashion.
Okay, go ahead and do your roll.
That's gonna be a 25 to hit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Can you do more than 1
For
damage?
5 damage.
Yay.
Nice.
More than 1 damage.
Minimum damage.
We still kind of got there.
Okay. So, is that it for your turn, Sakar?
And then let's see if I can do anything else fun here.
I mean, if you're a fighter, you have bonus. You can you have weird bonus action stuff, but
Which doesn't show on my sheet here in Fantasy Grounds.
Chev, I just want you to know I've come very far. I'm actually blocking with my hand. Nick thing you just brought up.
It's okay. Like, there's not much that's gonna really change anything. It's just you get to actually see the numbers and stuff, and it's still.
I just want you
not
to
that big a
know
deal.
I'm not making myself privy to it.
I know. It's fine. Don't worry. Even if you are, I don't care.
Pull it
I've come a
up
long
on.
way.
Are you? Is it still your turn, Sakar?
I'm checking real quick.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use Action Surge.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and with this bolt crossbow, with this long bolt, I'm going to go ahead and use Grasping Arrow.
Okay.
So imbuing with Arcane Shot.
Okay. Go ahead and tell us what that does, and make any
Alright.
rolls.
So if it hits, the creature takes an additional 2d6 poison. Its speed is reduced by 10 feet, and it takes 2d6 slashing damage the first time on each turn it moves a foot or more.
So is this is a bonus action?
Using Action Surge.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead and roll.
So it hits. Caw, motherfuckers! Alright, so first the base damage takes 7. And then it's going to do an additional 2d6 poison.
Nice. That's there on your sheet too, right? Or do we have to just add that ourselves?
They'll have to be added. So it's going to take an additional 7 poison damage.
7, okay.
It now also has reduced movement speed by 10 feet. And if it moves a foot or more, it's going to take 2d6 slashing damage each time.
Okay, and you said it has reduced movement?
Yep, by 10 feet.
By 10 feet, okay. Alright, let's see here.
As it is now covered in magic. It is now covered in magic bramble.
Okay. Alright, so is that it for your turn?
Yep.
Okay, so you cover it in this weird substance that's slowing it down, but that doesn't stop it from trying to jump at you guys. So it hops up on this chest next to itself, and here, let me get out the tool here and draw what I am picturing in my head. So if this was the chest here, this box, it jumps up on here and kind of tilts itself forward. There's his teeth. I don't know. And so he opens his jaw really fast and springboards off the corner of this chest and launches at you guys like that.
All right. So while he does that, the brambles come in and he takes an additional 10 points of slashing damage.
All right. So the brambles come in and start cutting him up as he jumps. He's as he's flying through the air, but he manages to land right in front of you, Elora, and he tries to take a bite out of you.
No, not my bits.
Alright, let's see. I gotta make him
Your
target
bits are delicious.
Elora.
Where all of my power is.
Okay, got you targeted and bite. Oh crap! And so as he goes to
Oh,
bite,
he's very good.
as he goes to bite you, he's landing on the stairs right here, and he kind of tips and rolls backwards and lands on the roof of the chest, or the lid of the chest, and it slams his pointy teeth closed over the tip of his tongue that's sticking out and slices it clean off. There's all this purple blood starts coming out of the tongue as it's on the ground holding its tongue.
Dumbass.
Alright, and then
character.
as he says that, another one comes flying out from the back, and this one lands right next to the first one, and it tries to whip you with its tongue. Elora, it tries to reach out, hit you in the leg. Let's see.
Dang.
Target.
Cakey motherfucker.
Okay, and he grabs onto your leg, and it stings. You feel like a sting as this purple kind of misty smoke kind of singes off your skin. It's like, and it as it's holding you with its tongue, and then it rolls for. Okay, and then it just squeezes tighter, and it does 5 damage to you. So be sure to record that on your Beyond sheets. Okay, and that is it. Let's see. Nope, not Audubon. We're back up to Violet. It's your turn.
I'm trying to figure out the positioning of this because there's 2 options here. Either, well, I think I just need to get in a little closer to the map, and
That's what she said.
I think I can technically miss Allura with this, but I don't know.
What is it? What are you trying to do?
I kind of want to cast Agonizar's Scorcher.
Oh.
I'm just gonna blow them
So
out.
yeah, it's like, obviously the circle takes up the whole like 5 feet that you're standing in, but you two can definitely fit side by side in that little corridor there if you're trying to step
Yeah.
beside her. Sure.
Yeah.
This is just a grid. Like, that's the limitations of a grid.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So I should be able to hit both of them with this pretty easily.
Yeah, I think so. So you should be able to target both of them. There you go. Does that show? Oh, that doesn't show the first target. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely do not save.
Welcome!
Nice. All right.
Ouch!
So you describe what happens with that thing. What does it do?
The basic gist of it is, from me, a line of fire shoots 30 feet back through this hallway. Just
Awesome.
5 feet wide, just boom.
Okay.
It races along the hallway.
This first mimic gets knocked all the way back into this, just rolling and tumbling and taking so much damage. One of the pins on the hinges on the right side of its jaw comes loose, and you kind of hear just ping as it pings out and hits the cavern wall and bounces around, and then half of its mouth kind of flies open. You hear like that purple flesh inside its mouth just kind of tearing, and it's on the ground barely alive, just kind of twitching. And the second one takes a lot of damage, but does not get knocked back and doesn't look deterred.
Fair enough.
She's deterred.
Yeah, you said
They took a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. That's awesome. Is that it for your turn, Violet?
Yeah, I don't really have any bonus action stuff.
Okay. Elora.
Alright. They're separated. They're further apart now. I'm going to... Oh, man, my character sheet's still up. I'm going to cast...
If you double-click your token on the map, it should open it.
Oh, let me try that. It's doing it. Oh, it did it. Sweet. Hold on, let me get this situated. All right, I'm going to
No worries.
target him. I think I'm targeting him. Am I targeting him?
Let's see. Yep, you are. The one in the
Alright,
very
well-
back?
No, I want this one.
The one closer?
Right
Okay,
here.
yeah, you're not targeting. You're targeting. Now you're targeting the close one.
Okay. Hold on one second. I don't
You
remember where
can.
my spells are. It's
On
in
the actions tab.
I forgot.
Yeah.
There we go.
Also, by the way, you can drag that token of yours from the top left down to those shortcuts too, so that's always visible.
Acid splash.
Nice. So yeah, he does not save.
All right. It's got noises. I just realized. Oh, so if it's resisted, he doesn't take any of it, or wait?
It's half damage on resistance, I believe. Wait, but yeah, he took 0 damage, huh?
Yeah, I thought. Okay. Damn.
It should be 2 damage, I think.
I think with resistance,
It's half rounded down.
Yeah, so half of 5 would be 2.5, rounded down to 2.
I hate to admit that I noticed this, but according to what I can see from the stream, mimics are actually immune to acid damage.
Oh, so
Oh.
it's immune and not resistant.
So as
Oh, you're right. Damage immunities. So it just says resistance in the chat, but it's an immunity. My bad.
so that's something that should probably be bubbled up to the developer. Should probably be different wording for immunity versus resistant.
Yeah, I agree. I'm taking notes on my MacBook. I'll list that one there. You can cancel that action, Alora, because you would have realized that after the first time you did it. So I'm going to let you just redo an action for this one, since you thought it was just resistant.
Fairy fire, but I don't really know a whole lot about it. So I'm going to...
We will learn as we go if you want to try it.
Yep. Here you go. Get fiery fairied.
I've done fairy fire before.
Okay, yeah, so he saves.
Does it take fairy dust? Does that count?
Does it take half on a save? Some spells do.
I don't know. Let me see. If anybody, my system's shit, so if anybody can pull it up faster than I can, feel free.
Let's see. That was fairy fire. No.
It gives advantage. Like basically lights your enemies up.
Oh yeah. Okay. So it doesn't even do any damage. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that fails. He manages to shake that off.
All right. That's all I can do right now.
Okay. Marina, you are up.
All right. Let's see here. I am itching to try out Scalding Deluge.
Okay.
So I create 3 large bubbles of scalding water above me, and then fire blistering beams from these at the targets. I can choose a target for each beam.
Okay. And how many beams did you say?
3.
3. So one of them is going to get 2, right?
Can I fire them one at a time? Or do I shoot all 3 at the same time? I don't know.
I'm not sure. I'll let you decide, actually. I don't think it matters.
Because I'm thinking about shooting all 3 at the one that's closest to us, because that's the one that doesn't look like, it doesn't have an unhinged jaw.
Yeah.
But like, I think it makes sense if all 3 are shot at the same time. Actually, how wounded is the one in front of us?
It's so it's damaged. It's kind of looking a little scarred up on the sides, but it's mostly intact.
All right.
It doesn't seem like it's hurting at all.
Yeah.
Like the other ones over there whimpering.
I'm gonna shoot all 3 at the one right in front of us.
Okay. Let's let's see.
Do I roll anything?
I was just trying to sort out the targets. Hold on. Okay, Scalding Deluge.
Yep. I make a ranged spell attack for each ray.
Yes, for each one.
Yes. On a hit, the target takes 2d6 fire damage. Do I re-roll that
Ooh,
damage for
you
each
got one hit. Yeah, you can re-roll the damage for each one. Okay, so you got one hit, one critical hit, and one hit.
the crit doubles the dice, right?
Yeah, so roll double the dice that you would for the second one. But first, roll the first one. Let's roll them in order.
All right. So I only have 2d6 right now, so I'm gonna have to roll twice for this the crit.
That's fine.
All right. So for the first one, let's see here. That's a 6 and a 3.
Okay. So the first one's 9 damage.
Yep.
Okay. That's 20. There we go. Okay, 9 damage done to the second one, or the first, or the Mimic 2 there, as the beam goes right into its mouth, and this one's like hot water, right? Like boiling water.
Yeah, it's boiling hot water.
Okay, it goes right into his mouth, soaks his teeth and his tongue, and you just see the little purple flesh of his tongue and the sides of his mouth bubble up and boil as this hot water hits his.
All right. All right, and now I roll the crit.
Yep, now double up on that one.
All right, so the first 2 dice rolls. I got a 1. I got a 4.
Okay, 5.
I got a 5 and a 3.
Okay, 10, and so 13 total.
How much was the first one? That was
A 1
5.
and a 4, so 5, then 5 plus 5 is 10, and then 5 plus 3 is 13.
Yes, 13.
Okay, so 13 more damage to it. Okay, and then yeah, again, you hit the side of it this time, and it coats the left side of the chest, and you see the wood kind of hinge, and the metal is warping because of the hot water.
Oof. Now I roll a third one.
Yes, yep,
All right.
and that one's just a regular hit.
2 and a 2.
Okay, and then 4 more damage. So again, just a follow up, just poof. There's just steam coming off this thing as the wood's splintering and stuff.
Nice.
Good job.
Do I get all my sorcery points back from a long rest?
That's a good question. I think so.
Look, it says I regain it when I finish long rest.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm going to spend 2 of them to cast a spell that has a casting time of 1 action with 1 bonus action instead.
Okay.
So you know what? I'm going to cast. That's a good question, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Scalding Spray,
Okay.
and this is actually a 15-foot cone. So actually, I'm
Okay.
gonna move forward a little bit so that Violet is in my range, but both of the chests.
Fair enough.
Okay, so you're gonna move like right in front of the chest there.
Yes.
Okay, let me move Violet's token there, and then I'll move my cone. Okay, there you go.
All right. So I spend those 2 points. Now this.
Are you want me to roll? Are you gonna roll, or you want me to roll?
This is a dex save of 13.
Oh, okay. So let me do that then. That was Scalding Spray, right?
Yes.
Okay, that was for Mimic 1. That saves. So for some reason I don't have the other one targeted. So let me target him and do that one then. Okay, so the one closest to you fails. The furthest one saved.
All right. So let's see here. So a creature takes 3d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Okay. So roll the 3d6.
All right. So first one. That's a 2. That's a 4 and a 1.
Okay, so 7 damage. Alright, so that chest in front of you, you hear a hinge pop out on him on the opposite side of the other one, and it shoots against the wall, and his mouth flies open too, he's just kind of dangling there with only one hinge, holding the lid of his mouth on the one side. The other one immediately just dies. The other hinge flies off, the lid's separated, the tongue just kind of as it lets out its last breath.
Does his wood just start boiling and just?
Yes, he's like the wood is just like lights up, and you can just kind of see embers that are just left behind of this splintery wood.
I don't know.
Remember, if your wood starts burning, seek medical help.
I don't think it would be embers because it's scalding water. It's not fire.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure, fine. Okay, and then the second one here is pretty damaged. That's it for your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so carry your turn.
Alright. So I guess that means Merrick 2 here is going to die. Longbow right to it. No. So who do I shoot?
Wow.
Where are you? It doesn't
I'm
automatically
in the
mean you
back
shoot
of
someone
Longbow.
else, but okay,
I walked right up.
That's true. He's behind you and Alora.
Like I walked up basically point blank at the mimic, didn't I?
Did you? I don't know. Is that where you were?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I did, so I didn't get Violet in the.
All right. Well, then, yeah, you're gonna take that arrow through the shoulder. Roll the damage, Boris.
Asshole.
Oops. Wrong die. Hang on. There we go. 6 damage.
Okay.
Oh my
So you
God.
take 6 damage, Marina.
Thanks.
You walked in front of me.
So I wouldn't scald you guys.
Anything else for your turn, Sakara?
Yes. Any more damage you'd like to do to me?
Maybe. That attitude, I might spank you, bitch.
Oof.
Nah. We good, brah.
That's it?
Yep, that'll be it.
Okay. Alright, so unfortunately, Marina, as this mimic manages to survive everything you guys have thrown at it, it's dangling on one hinge, but it manages to try to swing its lid outward and clamp your your hand between it, so it's going to try to bite you.
Nom nom nom.
There we go. And then bite. Wait, why did it do twice? Alright, we're going to have to go with the first one if we're going to be intellectually honest here. So,
Because
misses.
you had Marina and Alora selected.
Oh, which one was Marina? Oh, still the first one. Okay. I didn't mean to target 2 people. So, yeah, so it tries to bite you, Marina, and misses as you pull your hand out.
Thanks.
And
Put your right hand in. You put your right hand out.
You do not put your right hand into this thing.
and
I
then
too
Violet.
like to live dangerously.
Yeah.
There's living dangerously, and then there's living stupidly.
You're up, Violet.
Okay. I can't
Have you
see
watched the
hallway
news
because of how
lately?
you've positioned
There's
me.
hardly a difference.
Oh, because I put you in the wall, huh? Sorry.
I was in the
All
wall.
in
and I was
all,
like,
you're
"Am I
just
right?"
another brick
So
in
there's
the
only 1 minute
wall.
left, huh?
All right, so Violet accidentally shifts into the wall due to a geometry glitch.
All right,
See,
there's only 1
she
minute.
does find all the bugs in every game.
Yeah.
We Skyrim now.
Hashtag no clip.
This feels like home. All right, so there's only 1 left.
Yeah,
Todd Howard
and he's
made this
very
video.
hurt. He's trying desperately to attack, but definitely very wounded.
Let me see. We'll go for the classic firebolt. I should have it still. I should have him still selected.
It looks like it, yes. Nice. Okay, so that hits. Nice.
Yes.
Alright, describe how he dies.
I get the last shot in. It lands in his mouth, and for a moment he seems pleased with himself. He caught it, and then the boom from the inside.
Yes. And
Classic slapstick.
and he falls down and kind of tumbles backwards down this ramp, and he is no more. Alright, I think we made PJ wait long enough, so we will jump over to him real fast.
Hello again. In case you haven't remembered me, who I am PJ.
Holy fuck, who are you?
I know.
Alright, Audubon. While they've been attacking, you made it probably about halfway to Withelm. And Naya is right behind you, and so is Sam. Are you just going to continue to the castle then? Should we just jump you there?
May as well.
Okay. Alright, so you guys make it to the castle, and let me see. I made some more maps, but I'm trying to... King's Hall... And you're headed straight to the King's Royal Hall?
I'm trying to check in with whoever keeps track of, incoming guests and such, to just let them know that I'm there, and for them to arrange for quarters and everything else like that.
And why would they do that for you? Are you gonna?
Because that's what you do when you receive a diplomat. You
Okay.
don't just...
But do you have an appointment or something? Are they expecting you? Because...
No, I was expected to be over there, but I still need to set an appointment with the king.
Okay, alright, so you get up to the gates, and there's these two guards standing in front of the gates, and the one's like, "What's your business?"
I'm Audubon. I'm a diplomat for the Dominion. I am here to see the king. I'm going to set an appointment to see him. Let your master know that I'm here.
And he looks at the other one, the other one kind of nods at him, and then he just says, "Step right this way," and he points inside. And he points you over to the right side of the area where you enter, where there's actually a bunch of people standing there. You see some other village folk standing there waiting to talk to somebody.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna step over there, and I'm gonna wait for the concierge or whoever to come pick us out of the crowd.
Now, are you disguised, or do you just look like Audubon?
No, I just look like Audubon. I
Okay.
mean, I've got no reason to be disguised. I know I'm well known. I've met with King Wilhelm. I've met with the Trilestan leader. I've been at this job for a few years now, so I've
Okay.
every
Alright, so...
expectation of being received graciously.
Okay, so as you're standing in line waiting to talk to this coordinator of sorts, she looks over the top of her. She's got these funny-looking glasses on. They're picture stereotypical librarian glasses, except they've got little gold flakes around the edges, and it's very very interesting, very gaudy-looking glasses. And she kind of looks over the top of them down the line, and she sees you. And then she immediately gets up and leaves the line and goes into the back somewhere.
All right. And then do I see anybody I know through my safe haven character trait? As a faction agent, you have access to a secret network of supporters and operatives who can provide assistance on your adventures. A secret set of secret signs and passwords that you can use.
Not in the immediate vicinity, no.
All right. Then yeah, I'll just wait for her to return.
Okay. All right, so you go ahead and wait. That's right. I keep thinking there's someone else with you to ask questions to, but Sam's not here, and Naya is played by me. All right, so Naya is standing there waiting, and she looks up at you and she says, "Audubon, what are we waiting for?"
I'm waiting for the concierge to get back. She's going to show me to my quarters. I'm going to introduce you as... Oh, gosh. Think of a name.
You've heard that the king's paranoid about the Dominion, right? You look like you walked straight out of the Dominion.
I'm supposed to look like I walked straight out of the Dominion. I am a Dominion diplomat. The king knows who I am.
Yes, so that's what I'm afraid of. And as she says that, these 3 guards come out into the area from deeper in the castle, and they step into this area. And they're come with us, and they grab you by the shoulders. 2 of them do, and the third one gets behind you and kind of kicks you forward. Do you try to resist?
No, I just look at them and I say, I hope you know what you're doing. I'm here on a peaceful negotiating mission from the
We don't
Dominion.
care what you're here for. The king wants to see you now.
Oh, my goodness. And I thought I was going
They
to
start
have to
dragging you forward.
I'm going to look up to him and I'm going to say, my legs aren't painted on, just lead the way and I'll be happy to walk.
They're not listening to you at all. They're just dragging you like a sack of meat. And they drag they drag you into the King's Royal Hall, which I was gonna say you recognize, but no, you don't. That would be Alora. You're dragged into the hall, and it's different than the rest of the castle. The rest of the castle is a mixture of kind of more just a humble place to stay. It's not as royal looking as you would expect. It's kind of very just dingy and almost unkempt. In a lot of places, basically. There's a few people around the castle, though. They refuse to live in this more humble way, as they're dressed in very gaudy, very royal robes and jewelry and just all sorts of ornate trinkets about them. But they stand out in this place because the whole place is kind of just, you get the vibe that the king doesn't really care too much about showing off anything. Doesn't seem focused on taking care of the place or having anybody take care of the place. They drag you before the king, and he's sitting in this chamber, and he's kind of got one arm across his chest with his hand resting the crook of his other arm, and he's just kind of biting his nails, and looks very paranoid. Almost if like modern day, you'd think he was on drugs, just the way his eyes are darting around, and he looks very, very worried.
Okay, I'm going to look up at him and say, King Withilm, my old friend.
And then one guard shoves you down, and you fall prone onto the ground on all fours, and he just says, "You wait your turn to talk." And then the guards walk away, leaving you.
It's my turn to talk, dumbass.
They turn around. They don't care what you're saying.
So, as graciously as I can, I'm going to step one knee up, make a as best of a bow, curtsy type thing as I can, left arm extended straight out, right arm across my chest, and then I'm going to look up at King Withhelm to see what his demeanor is, see if it seems like he's waiting for me to address him.
So you look up at him, and he's still, his eyes are just darting around the room, and he's kind of looking like over you, like almost like at the wall, or where the far wall meets the ceiling, like back this way. Like he's just still biting his nails, just like just very nervous, kind of just mumbling to himself.
So I'm going to sharpen my voice. King Withhelm.
What do you want? And he immediately pulls his hand out of his mouth and looks down, and his eyes narrow at you.
I'm going to stand up and can place my arms, wrap my arms behind my back.
Wait a minute. I know you. You're from the Dominion.
Of course you know me. You and I have had conversations before. It's good to see you, my old friend.
He gets off his throne and he comes to the edge of the stairs. The Dominion will not take the water.
I think you and I need to take this conversation back a few steps. I can tell by your treatment, the fact that you led me in here with guards instead of your concierge, that you weren't as happy to see me as you were last time we spoke.
Why would I be happy to see you? We are not friends. The Dominion has declared war on Withhelm.
There has been no formal declarations of war or any other type of change.
What else would you call insurrection into my kingdom? Dominion operatives are meeting in my kingdom right now as we speak. And he kind of looks around again a little, like his confidence wavers a bit, and he starts shaking a little bit.
Dominion traitors have been meeting.
Who sent you? Are you here to distract me? What do you know of the Dominion meetings in Withhelm? PJ? Audubon? We lost you, man.
Okay, I'm back. I hate when that happens.
No worries.
Where did I leave off?
I had just said who sent you. Or the king had just said who sent you. What do you know about the Dominion meetings in Withelm?
Okay. See, I know what you said. I was just wondering, what's the last thing that you heard that I said?
Whatever you said before that. So he interrupted you.
Oh, gotcha.
He clearly isn't listening much to you at all.
Well, Your Majesty, I am here directly on behalf of Queen Nero, and I believe that you are slightly yes, and you are slightly misinformed. What you believe have been Dominion operatives.
Kobold scum.
I take offense to that. Let's try to keep things.
You're not kobold, half elf. And he comes down to your. He bends down to your level while you're on the knee, and kind of just glares into your eyes.
I'm gonna look up to him with as friendly a smile as I can muster and say, "Indeed, I'm not kobold, but our kobold queen." And I just, we're gonna keep the fact that you said kobold scum. Well, I'm not gonna say a word about that. Our kobold queen wants to inform you that no Dominion operatives have been meeting in your domain. It has been Dominion traders that have been meeting in your domain, and she is pleased to inform you that we have wiped them out. A meeting of theirs was attacked by Dominion forces, and the majority have been eradicated. We're hunting down the stragglers.
So hold on, while you're talking, you see one of this little guy. It's a very small-looking little skinny elf guy comes running up to the king, and he whispers in his ear, and then the king just says, "What?" And he looks down at you, and he just says, "It's already begun!"
Your Majesty, I do believe you are one step ahead of me. What has already begun?
The Dominion! I don't know how, but they've already changed the water. The water is no longer coming from the solar springs. And he immediately starts to stomp off down the carpet to follow the little dude that told him about this.
And just leaving me there?
Yeah, just leaves you there. You, Sam, and Naya. He just leaves you in the royal hall in front of his throne, and he walks off and takes his guards with him.
I'm gonna look over at Naya and say, "Well, I think that went well, don't you?"
And Naya just says, I guess. I mean, we're not locked up in the dungeon."
Well, are there any attendants in the Great Hall?
No, everyone's left. The king is freaking out. He left the room. It's like everyone in there looks surprised. They don't know what's going on. Everyone's following out to see what he's about to do.
Gotcha. I'm gonna follow just to see what's going on, and kind of keep an eye out for anybody who might be eyeing me suspiciously to make sure that it's not a breach of protocol for me to follow in such unusual circumstances.
Okay. So as you walk out, Sam and Naya are following you, and Sam rounds the corner outside and runs into a very tall, older man who just says, "Elora! Elora!" And he comes up to give her a hug. "How went your meeting in the solar mines?" As the king storms off, and he kind of looks up and then kind of shakes his head and then looks back at Sam, and then he looks closer at Sam and, "What happened to you there?" Because Sam looks like Elora, but like 20 or 30 years older. And she's got gray hair, kind of, a slightly wrinklier complexion. And Sam's just like, "What? Elora? Who's Elora?"
I'm going to look over at the old guy, and I'm going to say, "There was a fight. And a few wizards started throwing spells, and Elora got caught with an aging spell right in the face."
"Oh, Elora, come with me! I will take care of this right away." And he grabs Sam by the wrist and takes him off. Disappears down the corridor. What?
You're not gonna do a deception check?
No, I'm getting rid of Sam right now. It sounds like, "No, I'm with him. I'm with him," and he can't seem to shake free of Grandpa Willie's grasp as he drags her to the Wakuna Tower.
I hope you heal well, Alora. Never forget who you are. We appreciate everything you did.
No, let me go, old man.
The spell came with dementia. Don't take it personally.
All right, and then Naya says, "What is happening here?"
I'm not quite sure. Just keep your mouth shut.
All right,
Yeah.
so in all that time, you guys are taking a long rest in the cave, right? All of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not yet. I was gonna tell people about the locked door.
Wow, that's a long story.
I also kind of wanted to search the bodies.
Oh, okay.
Mimics sometimes come with treasure.
Yeah. Plus, might have been stuff in the room too.
And if we're doing a long rest, I wanted to redo my spell book too, or my known spells.
Okay. We are probably gonna just call it here if you guys are okay with that.
Yeah.
I think that would be good for me. I'm tired.
I would like to do my investigation though.
Okay.
Just to see what I get.
Can I assist?
Yeah, go ahead and roll your investigation check. That's fine.
With
I want
advantage?
to assist.
Yeah, with advantage because of the assist.
Wait, can I also give guidance?
Ooh, nice.
Yo, the
What do you-
treasure gods!
what
They
do you mean
came to
guidance?
me!
My cantrip guidance, like the mini bardic.
We don't need it. I already rolled. I rolled a nat 20.
Oh yeah, you did.
Whoa!
All right, so you search the mimics, and you don't find anything in the mimics, and you move on to the surrounding crates, one by one, and then as you get to you start over here and you work your way clockwise, and finally as you get into this one, you find that it's locked, and it's got a pretty pristine looking lock on it, almost like it's been used recently, and with no effort at all, you manage to just melt that thing right off with a firebolt or something, and you pop it open, and you immediately find 1,000 gold pieces, all spread out, all shiny inside the chest.
How many of us are here? Wait, let's
Looks like 4 of you are there.
Yeah, so that's what, 250 apiece?
Yeah,
Easy.
that's
Yep.
really good.
Yep, if you're splitting it 4 ways, that'd be 250 each.
That is
Yeah.
more money than the entire Echoverse holds. That's pretty impressive.
Well, you've already met more NPCs than the entire Echoverse holds too, so.
That's true. I couldn't help that one.
Don't worry, I'll have plenty of jokes for you once Celestial Crisis begins.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
All right, cool. So yeah, you found some fancy gold.
Rich babies. All right. That's a
I see
good
it.
place to call it, I think.
Yeah.
Should we add the money to our inventories now?
Yes.
No.
Well, if you're
No,
splitting
you're
it 4
gonna do it.
ways, go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to get a long rest and get our spell slots.
Autobot. No. Speaking through the metaverse. I want some gold.
No.
I don't think
You need to
Autobot's
stay
really
back.
concerned about gold.
Oh, thank goodness. Beer. That was a.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is actually where Avabeer's portal at the end of Echo runs.
Yeah,
And he wants the
as you
gold.
guys are splitting the gold 4 ways, a portal opens in midair, and this big blue Triton dude steps through, and he just says, "Want to split that 5 ways?"
But before, sorry, I had to cough. Before, or while we're splitting up the gold, I tell everyone. By the way, up north here, through the cave, I found a locked door. Once he was past that, is anyone here able to pick a lock?
No. I can try to mount one.
Fuck.
We could literally just blow the door off the hinges and see what the problem here is.
Fair point.
But
And
I
as-
say we.
As soon as you do, you find Elora back there. She didn't know anybody was coming.
He's spoken to me.
I'm adding 250
Alright.
to my inventory.
Okay. And Elora, as you search, you
And there's a kitty.
those are my favorite ones of yours: the scream and the kitty.
My favorite's the double take.
What?
I just Yeah.
Well, thanks, guys, and thanks to everybody who's watching. We will we'll see you guys for episode 5 of Solstice. If you want to follow us, we're working on a website right now. It will be at withdisadvantage.com, and we'll have pages for each of our campaigns. So that'll be kind of cool when it's done. My wife's actually the one working on that.
Oh wow, well done.
So that will be nice.
Oh, Nikki.
Yeah, I figured it was a good first project for her.
You are so impressed.
Turn the stream off now.